let's get more items.
Take your time and browse. We're open day or night.
So, where is my crafter?
Hey.
Okay, can we craft anything on the
Anything
wish
catch your
list? Not quite. Yeah, the kutku. It's just the kutku. We have... It's the wrong color. I got the brightly colored one. Ah, it's got Magala helmet. Makes sense. But the... I can get the coil now. That's good. What is it? Oh, because you can craft it. That's why it has this tick mark here. Okay. That's good.
Ready to
So let's
get to
craft
work?
it then.
Alrighty.
Perfection. So I'm not going to equip it now. Great. What about the magpie thing? I mean, we could get it. Fukium ore. Why do you get Fukium ore? Do not have the required equipment. What do you mean? Why doesn't this one have the right... Whatever. Insufficient materials. Not the right equipment. Something is wrong. Something is really wrong.
Got
Weapons.
something in mind?
Which of these was the... Ah, there. Oh, Dushaguma. Wait. This one can be upgraded. So that I reach that one over there. Okay.
Look good.
Let's just do that.
Perfection.
Right. What else? What else? Something metal. Where's the metal thing? That's a standard one. Where's the metal backpack? This one. Okay, so I already have the... Wait. Okay, no, wait a minute. I already have the Precipice Covera, don't I? Yeah, I already have that one. So there's no reason for me to keep that, because I already have the Great Backpipe in my inventory. So this, remove from wishlist. Yes. Same as this one here. Oh. So it's not necessary. I got this one, I got that one. And those two are connected. Good. What else? The other blast thing. I could also try to make a custom one maybe. And then we have arc weld. Okay. I need some random guardian items and then it would work. Yeah, then I have the whole arc weld stuff done. You got to be kidding me. The high level stuff is the thing that I can already craft. It's just that I don't have the in-betweeny things. Ugh. Really mean. Really mean. Defense and elemental res up. Oh, that's actually a quite good one. Healing, whatever. What else does it do? Attack up, knockback negated, extend all melodies, restore sharpness, and dragon damage. Nice. What about this one? Guardian to Shaguma, health regeneration. Right. Yeah. And this one. Oh, no Udra. Why must it be no Udra? But okay, what would be if I just use the poisonous thingy now and again? How often do I use the icy horn anyway? What good does this one do? Divine protection, all ailments negated. Status attack up. I mean, it's the same one as the blast thingy, except poison. This one could wait. I could get the Gormagala thing. The Raphalos tree is not yet identified. Did I really never... I think I never actually hunted a Raphalos, did I? Yeah. Pretty much never. Very interesting. So, what about this one? Cavalry speed, very nice, very nice, very nice. What else could we go for though? That's normal lightning damage. Paralysis looks different. Paralysis is over here. But whatever, chat. Yeah. Paralysis would be a real cool thing. It's fairly defensive. Look at that. We do have like a ton of water. Look at that. There are 3 water thingies in here. 2 free fires also. Very interesting. A lot of dragon damage. 2 times poison. Lightning once. Twice. Okay, radar. 1 ice. And of course this one. Kind of want to use a horn. The Balahava one is actually a good one. This one or the Shawu? Which one should we go for? Embry Cavalry is actually pretty good. This one has Divine Protection. That's pretty nice. Melody of Life. I don't know if you can heal yourself or others as well, but this is pretty sweet. An Antidote. Defense up L. Wind Pressure Negated. That's a nice one. But other than that, doesn't look that powerful. 220. Nah. 300. Stamina regeneration, yeah. But what about, yeah, movement speed up. What if we go for movement speed up? It could, wait, Shawu could be movement speed up, wasn't it? No, it's stamina. Let's see. Evasion and movement speed up. What if movement speed is not just movement speed, but also attack speed as well? That would be quite interesting. I have to test that. Yeah, I really have to test that. And in order to test that for sure, we have to go somewhere else. So let's just look at the...
What are we making today?
Let's just look at the Archean weapons. Maybe I can make something.
Let's crack a few ancient mysteries.
Maybe I can make something.
Who
Good
doesn't love a
hunting.
little ancient
I
technology?
want a... Yeah, what do I want? We got an awful lot of discs. Blast, yes. Blast, what? Blast damage or affinity? Higher affinity means more crit, whatever, but I also need critical status already. Oh, this one has ailments and blights negated as a basic thing. Is it always like that? Yeah, it's always like that. Okay. We already got a poisonous one. We also got a blast one. I don't know if I got the blast one with attack or affinity out. I actually have to check that. So it is, yeah, a little bit of affinity and blast, whatever. But the main focus on this weapon is actually the improvement that happens. So you have to craft this over and over and over again. And then at one point the numbers are just right.
Love a little ancient technology.
There. Okay, so what if I were to get a different one? Like blast still is kind of a cool thing. Sleep, paralysis could be helpful, yes. Because they destroy it, but there is no paralysis over here, there's just blast. Okay, I'm gonna go for another affinity blast infusion on this one. So, what else? We got paralysis over here, a lot of it. And there's no blast, you gotta be kidding me. I don't have any blast devices, that's not good. So that means no blast stuff on it. Great. Don't want to go for another element. Like element is kind of doesn't feel right. Let's see if it. Okay, what if I were to go for fire, just in case? Fire affinity. Fire. Can't even combine fire and affinity. Okay, so we have like blights negated, elemental bonus, and this stuff. 350 fire damage. There are other fire ones that are much better. So when it comes to elemental stuff, this is not good. So in this case, the thing that you need is like attack bonus. What if you go for like water, thunder, and ice? No. Okay. So the thing that's there twice directs your melodies. If it's random, it is this one here, purely defensive, attack up, whatever. If it's the same element, it is elemental bonuses, whatever. And then there's also the status effects, like this one over here. Status attack up, poison up. And then there's also sleep that I could try out. But in this case I could try the paralysis over here. 120 defense, elemental res up. Wait! The echo bubble, that's the thing. That's the thing that I have to check out. So normally, it's ailments and blights negated. Defense elemental res up on the statuses. If it's the same thing. So let's see if we go for dragon. What happens then? Strangely, it's still... Okay, it's elemental dragon, sure. But it's still ailments and blights negated. That's weird. That is really weird. If you go for dragon on this one, same behavior. Just slightly higher damage. Yeah, you don't really get anything in addition to it, which is quite sad. I'm actually looking for a different echo bubble. Let's see. Maybe we can go for fire. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Affinity. Let's go for water attack, if that works. Attack. No. Water and attack doesn't work like that. Okay. So let's see. Let's go for I had poison before, didn't I? Yeah, 2 times. That's weird. So 2 times poison gives you defense and elemental res up. But what about paralysis? So we have paralysis and paralysis. Okay. So there are normal ones, also elemental. So there are 2 times the echo bubbles you can get. I don't know if there's a third one. If you, for example, yeah, no, there's nothing else. Sadly. Sadly. So, what if you were to go for thunder, just in case? Thunder and attack up. Yeah, overload of attack up, overload of thunder. That's actually quite nice. Same behavior. There aren't too that many nice recipes for this. That's beefy bit. The only other element that I would be interested in is blast, because it triggers instant damage. The other one could be poison. You can just apply it and it deals damage, whatever. I don't know if it would be useful in multiplayer. It deals damage, yes, but does it deal that much more damage? Because it cannot trigger damage faster. That's the issue. And it also doesn't destroy wounds. That's why blast becomes more useful. Elemental damage doesn't deal that much more damage compared to just raw damage. So actually, if you don't like you can think of fire as a little addition that you can get that can deal more damage. Like fire, water, thunder, whatever. If you upgrade the weapon, you will not get an element that you cannot really use. It's either like pure or not, I believe. So the affinity you can probably get from other stacks, but the raw attack, that's important. You need a high base. That means you need attack like that. This one is, yeah, this one is actually pure thunder thingy. Against a specific enemy, that might be a good choice, but I want something general so I don't have to switch stuff all the time. So when it comes to elemental stuff, we can use the monsters, but when it comes to purely attack and fusions and raw damage, we can go for the archer weapons. Alright, and in in this case, I could go for what else? Blast, actually. Maybe I could go for a sleep thingy? No. Or maybe just a different weapon type. That might be more important. That might be very interesting. That might be really interesting. Wait a minute. If we go for a different weapon type altogether. Let's say we go for dual blades.
Alright,
Blade, and disc. Alright. So let's see. We're going for... how many do we have here? Blade. I need something here that is there twice. Fire. Affinity. But anyway. Let's go for fire. Fire again. And then we have to go for fire and affinity as well. Wow. 20. That is nice. Anything else? Just some numbers. Whatever. The thing is, the attack value is the same. It always starts somewhere around the 190s or whatever. So there's not that big of a difference there. You could try to get like higher attack values through the upgrades. Do you actually end up with better weapons? The only good thing about the self-made horns is the fact that you can put 3 level 3 gems on it. But you need to have 3 different elemental gems on it. You can put a corresponding element on it so that it deals more damage, like the ice element and this one. But you would be... Okay, what else could you go for? Maybe some critical stuff? Critical boost or something? That could work. Critical draw, but then you have to sheath the weapon constantly. That's a bit annoying. It's about the decorations. What kind of decorations do I have? I got fire, water, thunder. Yeah, I can put like one up there. Then it can become useful a little bit. Critical element, so that the element can crit on top of that. In this case, you cannot go for raw. You have to go for a little affinity. But maybe you... Yeah. You don't really need that one. Because the elemental damage doesn't crit that much. Mine's Eye Bludgeoner. Your attacks are deflected less and deal more damage to hard targets. Still don't quite understand that, but anyway. 30% increased damage is actually quite nice. Gorge fill rate for a very specific weapon type, very nice. Rapid move, same thing. Horn Maestro, also very specific gem. So every weapon type, or most weapon types, get their own little effect here, like Horn Maestro for example. But Horn Maestro itself is actually a good choice. If you are mostly healing with that thing. But it's just healing. It doesn't defeat a monster. That's the thing. What else we got? Charge up, critical draw. Charge up is hammer. No, yeah, hammer for example. Very nice. Airborne. Yeah, extends the duration of poisons. That's a very specific one, but okay. Attack boost though. What else we got? Poison duration again. Slugger. Another attack boost for this one, but it's just critical draw. We don't need speed sharpening. Attack boost is a level 2 gem. Wait a minute. What kind of level am I? Am I already level 80? I don't know. After a perfectly timed guard. I don't do that. Fire attack, a normal one there as well. Thunder, dragon, poison. There we go. Paralysis. Handicraft. What was that again? Sharpness. Yeah. Prevents your weapon from losing sharpness. Mind's Eye. Same thing. Bludgeoner. Stamina Thief is a good one. Punishing Draw if you go for the very specific playstyle. Artillery for a very specific weapon again. Speed sharpening yet again. And attack boost. I can put an awful lot of attack boost. Well, awful lot. 3. I can have a maximum of 5. I just need a better attack boost. Attack plus 4% might be a good one. If you have 200 attack, that means a bonus 8. Yes. Plus another bonus 9, so you end up with a 16 bonus attack damage, which is roughly like 10%. Still looking for a nice enough like combination between all of that.
Fit you to a T.
So maybe I should go to a different area. Not the Wounded Hollow, but Suja. That's where the melder is. And the melder can make a lot of different things. Weapon parts for the most part. So, let's see. Yeah, relics. Do we need more relics? Not really, no. We can just collect them. And this is a random relic. Only reason you could use this is maybe silver relic ticket and the Wyverian bloodstones or whatnot. That's actually something that you can put in there. What else? Meld decorations. Yeah, we got level 1 jewels right now. Not even a level 2 one so far. Maybe that one comes in a moment. So what do we have though? What do we have? Do we... Could be anything. Weapon related, whatever. Sadly there's no search option for it. Any craft characters, blast, sleep brothers. All of those I already know. Attack boost, for example, that's a good one. What if defense boost, very nice. Reduction opening, ballistics, bludgeoning, mind's eye, thunder, ice, dragon, poison, iron skin, stun, bleeding, bind, focus, marathon runner, survival, recovery up, for example, also very nice. I'm looking for something that has the flinch fray, very nice. Windproof, tremor resistance. Bombardier,
Take care now.
Wait a minute. The whole flinch free thing. Yeah, I'm level 80 right now. So I need to hunt a few more monsters and then I'm level 100. And then I can do a few more different things. The blast horn that I have right now is actually quite nice. But what if I were to get the poison horn there instead? What about that? Oh, flinch free is not maxed out. Yeah. That is why. Equipment info. Prevents knockbacks and trippings. Tripping is reduced to a knockback instead. So normal knockbacks are prevented. Tripping, not so much. What is tripping? That's one good thing to know. I think the tripping stuff is when you get pushed back a little bit from a monster, similar to knockback. But I have to look into that. Recovery speed is pretty much maxed out. Affinity 30%. Maybe I can find myself something that is not affinity related, but rather boosts your raw damage. Kind of like this one, counter attack. Increases attack power after being knocked back. But if you are immune to, like, yeah, if you are flinch free, then that one doesn't quite work. That's the sad part about it. Power damage and damage dealt when conditions are matched, sure. I need something else that does attack damage bonuses.
Yep.
Hmm.
Got something in mind?
Armor. I mean, heroics is a cool one. Maybe I don't need it. What else we need? So, adrenaline. Increases attack power after executing perfectly. No. Agitator. Increases attack power. Agitator is a good one. It's a very good one because of the 20 attack that you can get from it. Agitator. Alright. What else? Yeah, with a successful sneak attack, that's a little percentage. But I don't know how often you can trigger that. This is affinity. Okay. Moderate. Landing hits gradually increases attack and elemental attack. There you go. Burst. Don't know by how much, but burst might be a good one. Coalesce when active grants a slight increase to elemental damage and status build up. That's nice. Convert element might be a good one, but alright. Pass. Grants plus 10 after successful power clash. We don't want that. Burst boost. Extends the duration of the burst skill and grants attack plus 3 while burst is active. That's a good one too. Flare makes it easy to inflict wounds upon inflicting enough damage. Also deals additional non-elemental damage. There you go. Okay, so flare. Ice resistance, hunger, heroics. Heroics has an attack percentage bonus, so maybe I could try to get heroics 5, get attack plus 30%. We don't get any defense bonus, but maybe we don't need to care that much. Okay, so heroics is a good thing. 30%. That's ridiculous. And then I have to figure out something else. So maybe we put heroics in there normally. Or we use it from the items. Foray, attack plus 8. Is it attack power and affinity against large monsters affected by poison or paralysis? Okay, so if you have a poisonous weapon that affects the enemy, we have a decent amount of bonus attack. The affinity is just a nice icing on the cake though, but you may not need it that much. So if we have a poison or paralysis weapon that can trigger very often, we can just deal more damage. So there's foray, there's heroics. What else we got? I need to write this on the list though. Latent, yeah, and latent power. No, latent power not so much, because it's just affinity up. We don't care about affinity. Maximum mine, no? Resentment there. Increases attack when you have recoverable damage. When you have recoverable damage. What if I don't have recoverable damage? This is also something that is quite annoying. Like, what if you have a build that needs recoverable damage and you have someone like me in the team that has a horn that heals? There's no more recoverable damage and you lose your bonus attack. That's kind of stupid. And also, does resentment work with the permanent healing though? With a super heal? I have to check that too. Additional fire damage after landing and nope. Peak performance there. Plus 20 when maximum health. That's actually a good one. I mean, I could trigger that. Don't know how often that works. Increases part damage and damage dealt when conditions are like that. Part breaker is a good one. Parlico Raleigh is a really funny thing. Defensively when using specialized tools, no. Attacks that hit weak points gain affinity percent, extra wounds, no. Attack after eating items such as well done steak. Okay, so Protein Fiend, funnily enough, gives you a really good bonus. You just have to eat something. and then you get that effect. That's pretty funny. Health gauge should continue to slowly recover up to the maximum value even if there's no red portion. Does super recover? Okay, I have to check that out now. Recovery and what's the other one again? Not this one. When you have what was the thing when you needed? I think I just went past it already. Yeah, I think I did. So could be somewhere in there. Attack better. Turn about active. Yeah, when you're on full health. That was one thing. Landing. When you. That's not it. No. No. Which one was it? This is why you should always write this down. There. Nope. Nope. I have to be knocked back now. No. 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 Wait a minute. Where did I see that? What was that? You gotta be kidding me now, I can't find that anymore. That's the healing. There, resentment. Okay, so super recovery and resentment. Does it work? Okay, you can unlock super recovery by equipping the following items. Yada yada. But what about the resentment thing? Increases speed a bit. What's the point of super recovery 2 then? So his recovery from arc welds. Yeah, so like 2 Zo, 2 Go, and 2 full Go set. Yeah, because you can get 4 agitated. That's not the thing that I'm looking for. So super recovery and resentment. Gotta be kidding me. Can't find that. Resentment, yeah. Provides additional raw damage set whenever red health is present. Red health is basically recoverable damage. Wearing 2 or 4 pieces of new Ujas, gives you the bad blood set bonus skill, which grants even more damage with resentment. But what about the other one? And super recovery. That is not the thing. Well, okay, let's just look at resentment. Maybe it's somewhere down there. Poison, poison, power, protection, recovery, speed, resentment there. The red potion. Yeah, recoverable damage. What if you can recover damage, but you don't need the red stuff, right? Then you have recoverable damage, basically, all the time. Resentment and Zoshia. Resentment and was it Zoshia? I think it was Zoshia. Yes. And Zoshia. Bonus activate resentment. There we go. Finally someone got that. Unless there's some hidden mechanic I'm not aware. Resentment always needs a red bar. The red stuff, yes. Too bad. Too bad. Okay, so what do we need? We need something attack bonus. So that means we cannot really use the health recovery here, even if it would be cool. So no Zoshia stuff. I mean, Zoshia would be very helpful if we need to stay at maximum health and have no other way of healing us. But what if I can heal myself constantly? Then there is no problem there. So, Shiwu with the Protein Fiend is a nice bonus with the 25. It's a set effect. There's just the issue with... Yeah, wait a minute. The thing is, Heroics, right, was a Shiwu thing. Yes. And Ambush, also very interesting. Yeah. Earplugs, also a very nice bonus. Heroics again. Adrenaline Rush, wait. Oh. Oh. Oh ho ho ho. Looks like the Shivu set is a thing that we need. Okay, so we got Heroics. We got a little bit of Earplugs, 1 and 2. We can probably put something else on there as well. What else we got? What did I say about Flare? Really good one. Let's see. Earplugs 2, yes, Heroics. Ambush is not really necessary. But I think I can go with the Shibu set. Where else do we have them? Dushaguma, very annoying set. Constitution, but Constitution is not damage, right? Yeah, Constitution is no damage. Ambush in this case, nice bonus. A percentage. Increases damage to large amount with a successful sneak attack. Yeah. But how do you do this in combat? Oh, we kind of cool. Gathering speed and prevents knockback when gathering or carving. Yeah. The King Beetle also has heroics and foray. I just need a great hornfly. That means I need to trade that in somehow. Okay, the other way would be to use the Azus set. Maximum might. What was that again? Affinity. Yeah. Okay, so what else do we got here? Heroics. Foray. Heroics and foray. Heroics and a little bit of flare. Wait. That's flare and foray. That's weird. Flare and foray. Wait. What's the difference between the two? Makes it moderately easy to inflict wounds, or deals slightly more additional non-elemental damage. Yes. So the King Beetle. It is then. Look at that. We got level 2 slots. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So we're going for the whole thing. Let's see. Add to wish list. Question. Which of these am I going to wear then? I'm definitely not going to wear that. Gonna wear that one. Gonna wear that one. Gonna wear that one. And gonna wear that one. And I'm gonna wear that one. What about that combination? Alright, let's add that to the wish list and remove that from there. Remove that from the wish list, yes. I need Vestboy carapaces, which are very difficult to come by. Oh boy. They have heroics maxed out. You gotta be kidding me. The other way would be to just use a good Shiru set with some gems on it. The Shaguma better. It's actually quite good there too. I just need 1 point in heroics and that would be good. Okay, so how does that look? Nah, I don't like the braids on that one. What about this one? Heroics 2. Ooh, okay, wait, what's the difference here? 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. I'm going to make 2 of those. A Shiru Alpha and a Shiru Beta, just in case. I'm gonna go with the Alpha one first.
Alrighty. Perfection.
Alright, and then I'm gonna go for a Beta one. Just to see if it's any good.
Perfect.
Right, makes absolutely no sense, but yeah, let's see. Having the additional quest bonus is kind of nice. It would be really, really cool to just deal more damage altogether. That would be sweet. So, what if I were to upgrade that one? Few points, yes. Wait a minute. Ah, so close, so close. Well, actually, it's not that close anyway. Alright. Let's keep it at that level. So, that was the Shibu Beta. And I could... Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade that one. I like having more slots there. That was just sweet. Let's take that. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And those 2.
Ready to get to work?
Alright. So... would that be better, yes or no? I don't know. We do have the loadout save, don't we? Now the earplugs in there. What do we got? Windproof, flinch free. That's the only good thing about it. And the lock part. So sheer regeneration is nice to have. 60 something. But having more attack damage might be even better altogether. Huh. Okay. Let's put that over there. Rename this to... rename this to guild. Alright, then I can override this stuff.
Anything catch your eye?
Let's see. Yeah, oh, come on. And up we go. So I need... that's Adrenaline Rush. And Adrenaline Rush is just there for the evade. Evade's actually a really good thing. This one is 2, this one is 2. This one has nothing, 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 and 1. Huh, so I need Adrenaline Rush somewhere else. Somehow. Okay, wait. Change equipment. Alright, alright, alright. So, let's remove all the decorations off of that. And then we are going to get the Shibu. Where is it? This one? No, it's the wrong one. But this is... yeah, this is Shibu male. Wait. Okay, so this is the high level one and this is the low level one. We have to be very careful with that. Okay, so we get heroics. So, what else we got? Yeah. There, free. So, what's the other one? It's probably the waist, wasn't it? Yes, another heroics on it. Let's do this. Bombardier, Constitution, Weakness, Expert, Windproof earplugs. But we could go for that one there. So either we max it out or we don't. That's the real question. Let's just not max it out and get this one. And then I could try to put another heroics in it. I think heroics was a level 2 gem though. Yes, it was. Okay. And that's one thing about it that would be wasted. But now I still have like 2 level 1 gems on it. What about the boots? What about the boots? This is Numinos? Oh yeah. I would still recover. That's actually quite nice. What about this? Oh, Protein Fiend works because we have a 2 item set. That's good. We need a 4 items in order to make that work though. So what else we got? Elemental Absorption, nice bonus. Burst. What does that work? Increases attack and elemental, but landing hits gradually. Yes, yes, yes. Continuously attacking. 5 successive times for huge stat boost. That might be really, really good. But you have to try to attack 5 times in a row there as well. Oh, Agitator. Wasn't Agitator the good thing? Attack and affinity. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Attack plus 20. So we are going for Agitator, maybe. And this one has Quick Sheath there as well, so we can trigger things. And the other one was Flare because of the wood thing. Don't I have like other sets that I could go for? Got maxed out heroics. What am I gonna do now? Where do I get the damage? Where do I get the damage? Ooh. That's actually very interesting. There were some decorations on there. Okay, what about the head thing? Botanist, Agitator. Convert element? No, 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 no. Latent power might be a good one. Burst. Yeah. Agitator. Agitator. There's adrenaline rush. Perfectly timed evade. Are we good at evading? Not really, no. Oh, I do need earplugs. I don't like it when that happens. So let's just put earplugs in there, so I got at least level 2 in it. Maybe you only need like level 1 anyway. So where's the earplugs when you need it? This one. Nullifies weak and reduces effects of weak. Okay, it nullifies the weak stuff at least. So heroics is maxed out. I do need something with more attack damage. That's plus 10. That's that. Affinity, no. I could go with some burst, but this is level 3. Resentment. The red portion of the health cord. Okay. I mean, I do get attacked sometimes, anyway. The thing is, you get more damage with recoverable damage than if you go for peak performance. That's weird. After being knocked back, Counter-Strike. I mean, I could also just go with Counter-Strike, but wait a minute. Counter-Strike is like this one. Maximum might is that. Heroic's not necessary. What about Coalesce? Elemental attack power and stuff. With a successful sneak attack? Yeah. And then we don't have anything else. Okay. Part Breaker is a good one. It's a general thing, but okay. I think I could go with Counter-Strike. If I get attacked and I get pushed back a little bit. Yeah, I do have... yeah, we could try that at least. So we have that one. And another Counter-Strike over here. Now we have it maxed out, which is good. Then I can go with the level 3 thingy in there. We could go with either... it's a plus 10. This is a safe plus 4. Wait, actually no, we have 8. That's a good one. Or I could just go with a level 2 thingy in there. Try to max that out even more. Ugh. Okay, wait a minute. If I have that much... I need a few more heroics gems. Then maybe I can put heroics on the gear. And then I can focus on something else that deals the damage. So that I can use like agitator from a set instead of a gem part. Because gems are more likely to be like level 2 slots instead of level 3 slots. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So yeah, we don't need any more counters. Counter is maxed. Agitator could be somewhat useful, yes. And we still have another agitator, right? Yeah, level 3. Attack plus 12 and a little bit of affinity there. What about burst? Can use landing hits, gradually increases attack and da-da-da-da-da. One of those might be pretty nice, but... I can just put another agitator in it. That's kind of funny. Okay. So, what about... okay, what if I were to change the arms a little bit? So, let's get rid of this. And get a different one like that. That's burst. Elemental absorption. Agitator. There you go. Agitator. And quick sheath. It also has punishing draw. That's a nice bonus there. But I could try to go for...
Got something in mind?
for agitator on their skills. There you go. What do we have here? Numinos. This one is agitator 1. That one is agitator 2, but I'm not wearing it because I wear something else right now. What about this one? Elemental absorption. That one doesn't count, sadly. Elemental attack power and status stuff, no. Dahad as agitator. And adaptability, whatever adaptability is. Grants protection against environmental stuff. Nah, it's nice to have, but no. And this one doesn't have any slots on it. I'd like to get myself some slots. Ginterhard agitator 2, tremor resistance. And weakness exploit and so much and so forth. Agitator and coalesce. Why? Okay, we got Belongo. Agitator 2. Agitator 2. But no, I need something like that. It's just agitator 1. What about this one? Agitator 1 as well. Wait. The difference is this is a single slot thing. And this one gives me a level 3 slot on the agitator. I could even craft that. That's a good one. What about the other Dahad? Gives me agitator 2. How many agitators do I have though? Huh. With those two I would be maxed out. With this one I would have another agitator, and then I need another agitator on the gems, which I have to put on it manually. But I could put something else there too. Okay, this is another agitator thingy. So, why do I have that? I mean, recovery speed is nice to have. That's just there because of the super recovery. This is agitator, and this is not agitator. And this is flinch free, and flinch free is actually a really cool thing. But wait a minute, isn't flinch free a level 1 thingy? Maybe? Tremor resistance? Maybe? But there, flinch free level 1, perfect. So I can put it on other on other slots here. On Shibu, actually. That's good. So, what else we got? I mean, I could also just put an attack up on it. So, I got one flinch free here. Good. Let's do that. And then, because of the multiplier stuff, I also need... Where's the thing? Self-improvement was on a... That's weird. So, growth somewhere else. And... defense boost? No. Standard adaptability, recovery speed, another one. That would max it. Wait a minute. This one has recovery speed all the time, so let's just put that on there. That's another self-improvement. We don't really care about that. I care about... where's the fire resistance? In a completely different set. Okay. Shock absorber. There we go. That's the thing that I was looking for. Okay, what else? Blast resistance, bleeding resistance. We don't really need any resistances. Antivirus would be a nice one. But I'm actually looking for something that is somewhat usable altogether. Like, come on. Something that lets me deal more damage. Quick Sheaf is good. Tremor Resistance. Intimidator. Leap of Faith. Cliffhanger. Wide Range. Iron Plunker. Freemium. Blindsider. Botanist. Geologist. Outdoorsman. And transporting abilities. What do they mean by transporting ability? That's so weird. Okay. I just put some defense up on this one. And yeah, now I like have an awful lot of flinch free. Oh, come on. I'm immune to everything. Wait a minute. I'm immune to everything with the flinch free. That's actually quite nice.
Anything catch your eye?
Is there like agitator and flinch free as a combination? No. Not really, no. A cool thing. Look at that. I could put a level 3 on there. Wait a minute. What kind of other level 3 do we have? And what could we go for? No. Latent power maybe? I could put some burst on it. Where's the... Resentment's only there. Peak performance. Counter-strike is already maxed out. Maximum might works a little different. Differentlier. Wait a minute.
What are we making today?
I could put this one on it. Agitator 2. Oh, wait a minute. This one has Agitator and Counter-Strike as a combination. That's nice. Kutku has Constitution. Agitator again. And this is where it stops. Alright. Agitator, agitator. Do I have another agitator gem somewhere? I got one more gem for the agitator. So either I go for agitator 2 and put something else on it.
Anything catch your eye?
Yeah. But there's no agitator 2 on the hands. Oh, come on. Agitator 1 only. Ugh, great. Which one could I go for? Why must it be the hands? What if I were to set it up differently though? Slightly differently. So, this is there because of the heroics. That's important. But the thing is, heroics is... how many do I have here? So there are 5 needed. That's called potential. I got 3 heroics gems. Level 2. Wait, no. Did I? I got one set up. Okay. I got 3 heroics gems. Level 2. So what if
What
I
are we
were to
making
get
today?
heroics? I'm gonna use something different. Heroics there. I need 3 level 2 slots, if that's a thing. Not quite a thing, but it's getting close. And this one has... Yeah, I could put something on that one. And then I could put something else on the armor there. This has 2. This one is only 1 level 2. Nothing else there, nothing there. This one has level 2s all over. This is maxed out, but it doesn't have anything. Okay. So what could I try to do though? What could I try to do? I could try to get Shibu Alpha. Not Shibu Beta. I could try that. So, Shibu Alpha, not Shibu Beta. And then I could change the armor into something else. The armor could be changed into something else. Right now it doesn't do me any favors. Except for the protein fiend. The protein fiend. But anyway.
Anything catch your eye?
Armor. I am looking for... Maybe there's an agitator armor, like this one. That's level 2. That's also level 2s. There's no level 3 agitator, just maximum 2, right? Yeah. Maximum 2. Maximum 2. Okay. 2 and 1 counter strike. Okay. This one is also super recovery, and then I could switch something around like that. Elemental absorption would go. This is level 3 and level 2. I would lose a level 2 gem. I would gain... I'm basically exchanging a level 2 gem with heroics for a level 3 gem agitator. It's level 2 agitator. Question is, what could I exchange here? Challenger is... Where's the thing? Challenger is agitator. Okay. Adrenaline rush. Maybe I could put some resentment on it. That could work. That's always so annoying. Okay. What are the sets right now?
Got something in mind?
Let's just... Yeah, let's just use this one. What was it? Wait a minute. Okay, this one is at least quick sheath on it. This one just has adaptability. But this one has more defense. More defense is more better. Crap. Okay. Let's see. How does this one look like? Kind of stylish. That one, not so much. I'm gonna go with
Look good?
the better on Ginger Heart.
Perfection.
So, and we're going to equip that. Good. Alright. It's not even that much more, but right. So, either I'm gonna go for an adrenaline rush, or I'm gonna put in another agitator to max this out. But also put in some burst, whatever. Another, okay, what if you are not going to max out something? I'd rather just have like level 3 of those things, but you're using items that give you like 3 of burst, for example. Yeah. Maybe a high level burst thing in there. Same for like latent power, stuff like that. Now agitate or not. Latent power and burst, I'm not quite sure though. Okay, peak performance plus 3. No. Counter strike, maybe. But that one is already maxed out. Maximum might. Nope. No. Yeah. Let's go for an agitated jewel on that. Hope for the best. So we got that. And then we call it the agitator. No, wait a minute. This one. Did I just load out? Yes. And then we're going to rename it into agitator. Agitator. Attack. Good. Focus of attack and mostly agitator and stuff like that. Good. You don't have any more flinch free, which is maybe not good. Maybe it's not good. Wait a minute. Do we have something like flinch free is important. There we go. Flinch free and peak performance. I now see something very, very nice. Flawless armor. That's a cool one. Damage you take by 5, yeah, when you're full. But this is plus 20. Flinch free 2. Flinch free and resistance. Evade window, antivirus, yeah. Heartbreaker again. Okay, now we don't have any more flinch free. Like the thing that I was so happy about that I got it, flinch free. Don't have it anymore. Oy. Maybe it's not as good of an idea to do that, but
Now that's
alright.
a good choice.
I have a very, 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 very strange thing. But we may be able to deal an awful lot of damage like that. So, what do we have? We have 2 Shawoos, which means if we eat something, we get more attack. Is there edit tabs? There is an option that shows you all of the attack bonuses. Wait a minute, 272. I think this is the thing that, yeah, the maximum value already. Good. I just have to test it out in combat. I'm probably going to die because the bonus 100 defense is missing. But yeah, let's say. Alright, let's end it for now. Continue at another time. Like, subscribe, of course, and